The drilling market has seen an increase in operating pressures on its mud pumps. This shift has allowed Gardner Denver to provide the best module for this application, but it's also given us the opportunity to provide more innovation for you to get everyone out of the stone ages of drilling. The 7500 HD module does just that. Our new 7500 PSI HD module is different from any other module on the market. We have inserted new technology into this module that will make maintenance easier and make the parts and modules last longer. So looking at it, it looks pretty similar to any module that you've seen before. But what's internally is different is going to make your job easier and make the module last longer. So first thing we need to talk about is what's going to be different. Now, a couple things that are different, especially for you guys that are just getting this out there on your pumps, you need to know you need different size valves and seats. So you're going to need an API 7 valve, different from what the 7500 standard took, which is the API 6-inch valve. You also need API 7-inch springs, so you want to make sure you're getting the right springs rated for this pressure, and you want the API 7-inch seats, obviously. So now that valves and seats, that's different, but we really want to get into the new stuff that's going to make your job easier and just make this whole thing go a lot better. So one of the biggest things we've changed is the retainer style on the suction side. So in the past, you've always had the cage style retainer where you have the metal or plastic part that goes down on the spring, and then you take the cage, stick it in the inside, and then you have to twist it to compress the spring. We're done with that style. Now we have what we call the Falcon retainer. It's able to withstand the higher pressures that they see on the frac side. It makes maintenance a lot easier. So it's going to fit perfect in these new 7500 HD modules. So all we've done is taken a groove out in the inside of the module for this little retainer to sit on these wings right here. And it always goes in with the bottom side facing down to the spring. This part's gonna last for a long time. It should last for most of the life of the module. The one thing you'll need to monitor is the bushing on the inside, and you wanna make sure that it's not too loose on top of your valve, right? So it's not too loose on top of that. So now, when you're ready to put it in, you've got your seat, your valve, and your spring in. You're gonna take the Falcon from this angle, and then you're gonna stick it through on top of the spring, just like that. And then all you do is put down a little pressure, and then you're going to twist it into the Falcon grooves. And it sits just like that, nice and easy inside the module. So with the new style retainer comes a new suction cover. So this new suction cover definitely looks different already because it's got this long Pinocchio nose. So you always know that Pinocchio nose goes into the suction side. And what this does is it keeps the Falcon retainer from popping out of place while you're pumping. The other thing that's different is our new seal technology. So on these new pumps or new modules, you're going to have a new seal on there, what we call a counterbore seal. And what this is the seal is actually going to fit around the cover, and it sits inside a groove on the inside of the cover. This is completely different from what you've ever seen. You're used to the hammer seals where you stick it around the cover, stick it inside the module, and anytime there's a leak, you just hammer it down to continue for the leak to continue to seal up that area so you're not getting any leaks. You don't have to worry about that anymore. So every time you pull this out, all you have to do is inspect it. And if you still see the seal area is still good all the way around, then you can continue to pump with this. You don't have to change it out every time you open up the module. To put these covers in, you can use our new safety slide hammer, available now at all Gardner Denver facilities. Simply screw the all-thread part into the valve cover, and then you'll put it into the bore and hit it in. The new safety slide hammer has no pinch points on it, so you don't have to worry about guys jamming fingers or anything like that. The last thing we're going to talk about is our liner removal tool. This liner removal tool can be used on most of the liners that are out there in the industry right now. If you're not sure if it fits, contact your local GD facility and we'll bring one out and see if it works. So first you're gonna take the liner plate removal and you're gonna stick it around the liner up against the studs. Okay, this is what you're gonna be pushing off of to pull the liner out. Next, you're gonna grab your liner removal tool. It's got 4 bolts on it, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You've got the clamp and then you've got the latch. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the clamp part and it's gonna fit around the inside of your liner, just like that. Then you're gonna wanna take your latch it on. All right, good. Now, get your bolts all the way bolted up against the tool. Next, you're gonna wanna get a socket wrench with about 1/8" head to go around the bolt. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna do a star pattern, and you're going to quarter turn each bolt in a star pattern. So you're gonna go 1/4 turn, down to the left quarter turn, up to the top left quarter turn, down to the right quarter turn. And you're gonna continue to do that. And as you do that, you'll see the liner gets pulled out. Now, the one thing I forgot to mention, and it goes without saying, but you always wanna make sure before you start using this tool that you've got a sling attached to the liner, so that way when it does pop out, it doesn't fall straight to the bottom of the power end. It's simple, easy to use, and it's been field tested, so we know it's gonna work. If you're interested and wanna see if it works for your liners, call your local Gardner Denver facility and we'll get it out there to test it. Gardner Denver is launching its new drilling consumables line. We have new flex lip pistons that are built for the higher pressure and higher temperature jobs. We also have our new valve design that is built for maximum durability and performance. But for more information on this, go to GardnerDenverPumps.com.